Sick of short-term relationships and dates that go nowhere? Do you want a relationship with a future? Hi, I'm Amy North. As a love and dating coach, I know that for many of us, the end goal is marriage. And for him to get down on one knee and promise to be with you until the very end, he needs to know that you can be the kind of woman he'd like to spend his life with. It's not about how attracted he is to you or how much he likes you. While those things are important, they can both be present without him seeing you as wife material. Let me explain. Being wife material is about how well you fit in with the vision he has of his own future. If he can picture the two of you sitting together on a porch at the age of 80, then you're wife material. If he can't imagine the two of you together in 2 years, you're not. So, if you're not currently there, how can you get him to see you differently? Well, the truth is, there are a few things to keep in mind if you want him to see you as wife material. But first, let's talk about what guys don't look for. I've heard some truly terrible advice on this topic, so I wanted to set things straight. Men do not need a woman to look a certain way to see her as wife material. I think we all know beautiful women who can't make a relationship last more than a few weeks. Then there's the idea that men want a woman who is ambitious and driven and push them to be their best selves. The truth is, most men are happy with where they are at in their life, and they just want a woman they can be comfortable with and who treats them right. Men also don't want a woman who is subservient and submissive. The truth is that your assertiveness, or lack thereof, really isn't what wife material is made of. So, now that we know what doesn't matter, let's talk about what does matter. Here are 7 ways to make him see you as wife material. Number 1, don't make commitment your number 1 priority. This is something that I have to caution women about all the time. There are plenty of women out there who are more focused on finding anyone that they don't worry about who they're actually chasing after. If this sounds like you, then I'd caution you to slow things down and chill out for a little while. The reason is that a man can tell when you're more interested in a relationship itself than you are in him particular, and it's a huge turnoff. So, instead of rushing through the stages of a relationship, take your time to really get to know him and see if he's really the right fit for you. This kind of attitude is attractive to a guy because it shows him that you have self-respect and you're looking for the real deal. He'll love to know that you're choosing him based on what he's really like deep down and not just because he's a warm body. Number 2, let him chase you. This goes hand in hand with point 1 on the list. If you want a guy to really want you, you need to activate his natural hunter's instinct. And you can't do that if you're too open and willing to connect with him early on in the relationship. Make him work for your love and attention at first, so when you do finally let him in, he'll never want to let you go. Accomplishing this just means allowing yourself a little selfishness early on in the relationship. Don't rush to fit yourself into his schedule. Don't text him back right this second. And make him impress you rather than the other way around. Number 3, be low maintenance. Being taken care of can be nice, but if you expect him to look after your every need, pretty soon he's going to get tired of being with you. It's the women who require less from him that he'll be drawn to spend more time with. So, make sure that you know how to change your own tire. Don't call him at any time to help you out of trouble, and just generally try to stand on your own 2 feet as much as possible. There's a fine line here though, as men do like to feel needed. Just don't overdo it. Let him come to your rescue every once in a while, and when he does, make sure he knows you appreciate him for it. Number 4, connect on a deeper level. This is key to becoming wife material in his eyes. If you can get past all the superficial stuff and really connect with him on a deeper level, he won't want to let you get away. So, push through awkwardness and be honest about your deep inner feelings whenever you get the chance. By opening up to him, you should find him opening up to you in return. And it's that powerful sense of knowing each other that will make him see that you're not going anywhere and that he can count on you for being there for him day after day. Hold off on this one until the two of you have been dating for a while though. You don't want to reveal too much right away and destroy any sense of anticipation you may be building. Number 5, handle conflict better. Conflict is inevitable in relationships. It's how you handle it that can make the difference between being wife material and being torn apart. If your fights always end in tears, screaming, and hurtful words, then there's a good chance he's not going to imagine a future where he's able to relax and spend time with you without walking on eggshells. I follow a few simple rules around arguing that have proven invaluable in my relationships. First, use I statements as much as possible. So, if you're upset with him for never doing the dishes, instead of saying, "You never do the dishes," Say something like, I'd appreciate it if you made an effort to do the dishes more frequently. Don't speak in absolutes. Again, don't say, you never do this or you always do that. These kind of absolutes come across as melodramatic, and since they're easily disprovable, he'll bring up counter-arguments, and then you're arguing about your phrasing instead of the underlying issue. And finally, make sure that you remember that you two are on the same team. Chances are, whatever he's doing is just a simple mistake, and if you can talk it out, it doesn't have to spiral out of control into a big fight. If you're looking for more ways to attract better men and make them commit to you for good, you need to know the hard truth about compatibility. Go to coachnorth.com/doesheliKeme right now to put your man to the test. Number 6, get involved in each other's lives. This one is key. As your relationship progresses, you two need to start sharing your lives as much as possible. I know plenty of women and men who are unwilling to make sacrifices in order to get closer to someone else and then wonder why their relationships always end up the same way. The biggest examples here are moving in together, sharing vacations, and getting more invested in one another's families. You both give up some of your freedom and autonomy in exchange for more closeness and connection. There's no rush here, but if you find you're holding back because of your own ego, then you might find that you're not yet ready to be wife material just yet. Number 7, keep the mystery alive. It's hard to maintain some degree of mystery as the two of you become close, but it's so important if you want him to see you as wife material. This doesn't mean keeping secrets or wearing a big trench coat or anything like that. It's just about not sharing every single thing that goes through your head with him. And beyond that, have your own social life and hobbies outside of him. Think of it this way. We can't know exactly what the other person is like deep down, so we create a construct of what we think they're like based on the information we have. If we think we have someone completely figured out, then there's nothing left to discover. If we allow a little mystery here and there, then we still have the sense that there's something new to uncover, no matter how long we've been together. Try it sometime. These are some simple ways to make a guy see you as wife material so that he'll want to stay with you for the long term. What makes wife material to you? Guys and girls, I want to see your answers in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.